John Cena look that weak just to not be to be relevant in the whole, because the whole pop culture, the Twitter, the I think the Twitter beef between John Cena and The Rock is damn near looking better than WrestleMania. Like, people are forgetting that this build is going to be a main event and he's the host. I mean, people have forgot all about the whole host. The host my ass. They want to know what Rock is what Rock is gonna say about Cena. And because Miz is so not that relevant, The Rock can't even come and dress him on TV because they're gonna forget. Yo, it's sad, yo. That's some fucked up shit, man. And the fact that's actually off of some real beef. They actually got heat with each other. And like, I don't know. Like, as far as movies go, I guess like there's certain shit that The Rock can't even. First of all, there's shit that The Rock can't even say about John Cena. First, he can't say you can't fucking wrestle. You wrestle awful. Your shit is weak. How you gonna come with that one good suplex, good as hell? Who got that one suplex he does? The vertical, I think he kind of grabs the leg a little bit. Like if you play SmackDown versus Raw, I think it's like a fisherman suplex, but it's pretty much just a standard suplex. And it's like, wow, you do your one fucking suplex so fucking good, but The Rock can't come out and say, nigga, you can't wrestle for shit. You get booed. How you the good guy and you get booed? They boo you. These people like you, they boo. Why the fuck do they boo you? You're the good guy, right? The kids and your fruity fucking yabba dabba bitch. Nigga, they boo you. You get booed at what host WrestleMania? What if I hosted? What if The Rock hosted WrestleMania 22? When The Rock got when Cena came out with the trench coat and shooting at the Tommy gun, and Triple H had the Conan bullshit, and WWE really got lost in some shit where it's about performing and not about wrestling. And motherfucker, that's a ring. That's a ring where you wrestle. Yes, he performed for the. They really came out in costumes and shit, and Cena got his shit. But what if he hosted Wrestle? What if he was the host of WrestleMania 22? Bad enough. The Rock talked about making movies. I'm thinking, as far as opening doors for making movies, I'm thinking, boom. What if The Rock said, yo, you can't wrestle for shit, you get fucking booed. These kids, only the kids fucking like you. Nigga, that's why your ass has fruity fucking pebbles. And bad enough, hell yeah, I make movies. You don't. You make DVDs, motherfucker. You make DVDs. Motherfucker, you can't wrestle and you trying to make a movie about teaching some kid how to wrestle. You ain't taught these kids how to wrestle. You taught them how to get their ass kicked. Son, Cena got his ass kicked so bad the crowd was dead fucking quiet. Quiet. That shit was awful. That shit was... Yo, The Miz was actually awful. The Miz is still an afterthought. The Miz is still an afterthought. Because at the end of the day... the main reason The Miz is an afterthought is because what are you thinking when The Miz is beating the shit out The Rock? Is The Rock gonna come out? Yo, he beating his ass. He gonna hit him with the Skull Crusher again? I bet The Rock gonna come out. Is The Rock gonna come out? Rock gonna be here next week when the credits come on. I mean, people really, The Miz cannot do anything not to be an afterthought. I think he was gonna boycott. He was gonna boycott Monday Night Raw because he was, I think, either Snooki. It might have been because of Snooki, but. Oh my god, yo, yeah, this shit is ridiculous. Oh yeah, whatchamacallit, was it Mason Ryan? What the hell was that shit he was trying to do before he, I thought, it looked like Mason Ryan was gonna, because he was like the last Nexus member, and he looked pretty big, and I remember how hard they pushed Batista, even though back, I don't know, Mason Ryan kind of, against Randy Orton, you know, getting that big guy push for no fucking reason, looking that goddamn confused and lost in the fucking match, kind of remind me of this WrestleCast shoot that Kurt Angle did. How he said when back when it was Evolution, how it just looked so obvious that Randy Orton was gonna be the star of the future. But Triple H was like, oh man, Batista's gonna be a big star, and da 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 da. And Kurt Angle said he looked at him like he, was smoking crack, and offered him some. Well, he said something like that. But yeah, yo, Mason Ryan, you big for nothing motherfucker. What did right before? I thought it looked like he was gonna punt. I thought he was gonna punt Randy Orton because he kind of had him on all fours and kind of just looked around, like, huh? I thought I was trying to, give him an excuse for looking that fucking lost. I thought maybe he, was like hearing voices. Maybe he was hearing voices. He big. He can big motherfucker. He just I don't know what the hell. And then we picked him back up, and then that shit was just fucking. Oh my god. I don't know if he's just big for nothing or what, but that looked really sloppy. The way he just kind of just didn't do a damn thing like that. And just got RKO'd and shit. I don't know what the hell that was. I was doing a shoot earlier. Well, the earlier one was pretty much just me bugging out to Jeff Hardy coming to the shit so goddamn high that we probably shut down TNA. It's like, yo, if TNA goes out of business. Could you imagine if TNA goes out of business and this actually does become a scandal, because TNA, the only purpose that TNA serves as being a national company with its regional Bush League bullshit is that the bullshit that they do could probably reach national exposure. And could you if TNA gets into a scandal, it'd be like a ricochet effect. It'd be like first they might get in trouble, or Jeff might. It might be a scandal because of what Jeff Hardy did and what happened at that pay-per-view, because it was a fucking scandal. Because as much, how many times have TNA fans chanted bullshit? It's like, even though they've done it, and that's what's so sad about TNA is that every now and then they get the bullshit chant for what the fuck they do. That if that shit becomes a scandal, and then maybe Spike TV might look at them suspect and might actually dead TNA or and shut that shit down, and then Jeff Hardy's in court and the judge is like, yo, your drug problems, you really got a drug problem. You mess around and killed, and you pretty much helped demolish the entire wrestling organization. What's your drug problems? And can you imagine that shit? It's like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's only March. Matter of fact, I beg your pardon. It's March 15th. It's like 3:00. But could you imagine if by the end we got about another 15 days, another month. TNA could go out of business because of this shit right here. Could go out of business by the end of the month. I'm kind of hoping they at least don't go within the next 2 months, because it would be too close to WCW. Like, I hear people saying this thing is dumb for not just going to WWE and pretty much putting over Undertaker and having 10-year anniversary of WCW and Vince killed WCW. He said it. Vince said it and killed WCW. He said, I could keep it going. I could. Matter of fact, 2001, that was back when he was trying to run the XFL. Vince McMahon rather run a football company. As a matter of fact, he preferred to attempt to run a football organization than keep WCW going. He said it. He said, I could keep it going, or I could put it on the shelf. Where that shit's on the shelf. That shit, WCW, is on the shelf. You got your cable box on. It's either on your shelf, it's on your TV stand. That's where he put WCW. He put WCW in a remote control. That's it. He put that shit up. Done. He killed that shit. Why the fuck would Sting go there and lose on the anniversary of that shit? Considering what Sting means to fucking WCW. I'm happy he at least went there and at least thank God. Cause I think the plans were to have Sting get the Sting give the belt back, which didn't he just win this shit by coming back with the 3-3-11? Cause I'm reading up the dirt sheet that backstage the management was worried about the management. They were running back and forth going, oh my god, this changes the plans, how are we gonna book this? This changes the plans, how are we gonna book this? You know what I'm saying? And it fucked up some long term booking plans or just booking terms in general for the company, you know, considering it was gonna revolve around the championship. That silver, purple, ugly looking fucking championship. That looks like some shit Michelle McCool got. Like, oh my god! Like, but man, I think it might actually be good to have Sting have that the TNA Championship. Bad enough. I'm hoping Sting turns that shit gold again. They need to they need to realize exactly what they did. They gave it to a motherfucker who was so high he didn't give a fuck if the belt was gold. Bad enough he doesn't give a fuck about being in shape and in the right state of mind and body, you know what I'm saying, before performing and giving what fans came and paid to see. He must not give a fuck about that belt. He ain't give a fuck about being sober enough to wrestle for the shit. Bad enough whether the shit's gold, silver, purple, blue, or looks like the shit the bitches wrestle for in WWE. Not to call women bitches, but, you know, that belt looks like a belt for bitches. I beg your pardon, you know, lady fans and all that. That shit look crazy, man. Ah, man, yo, I hope, he might be able to. I'm hoping Sting goes. Y'all need to get word that y'all are playing with the 10th anniversary of. This gonna be the 20th anniversary of the 10th anniversary of TNA going out of business in 10 years. It's gonna be a double anniversary of just damn, the destruction of fucking poisonous political backstage shit in wrestling, man. I mean, poison to the fact that they're not checking whether wrestlers are high or not high or drunk or whatever. Like, not protecting the business at all, man. This shit is awful. What else, man? I'm just ranting my ass. I was kind of hoping I can get somebody in the chat room to run. You know what I'm saying? I think the way it is, I don't know. I'm not having anybody. I'm not saying anybody. I'm telling people, y'all come to the da-da-da-da-da. We talking wrestling on here, man. Justin.tv. You know what I'm saying? Downloading my No Mercy saves and all that. You know what I'm saying? Downloading my Mugen games and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? If anybody's downloaded a Mugen game where like you heard Jay-Z's voice, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing the Street Fighter moves. You know what I'm saying? I edited that. DG made the Sean. So I'm saying credit goes to him. It still says DG Sean, but it's you know what I'm saying. But on the display it says Sean Carter, SEAN, not SHAN. So it's Sean from Street Fighter 3 and Sean Carter, the rapper Jay-Z, Sean Carter. But alright, back to wrestling. Yo, I'm looking at the TNA situation very, very, very closely, because the first reason I came on here and was angry at I think JC from ABG or whatever the fuck he calls himself, you know what I'm saying, on the wrestling stream, was I was telling him that I told him this pretty much 6 months ago. I said, yo, you do not, if you love TNA, you do not want this shit to go out of business. Bad enough 10 years from WCW, because that could just be that could be sad, yo. Like, dang, this shit's happening all over again. A great company, great talent being held down and destroyed and raped and pillaged and sucked dry by bullshit. It's sad as hell. It's like, since it's some of the same people, it's like, Dang, yo. The same people looking older doing it. Oh, man, yo.